Hi. So let's get this daily vlogging thing sorted. And today the theme is gonna be circling around the concept of pre-programming because I look back at my life, I look back at what I've done, how I reacted, and I would take a moment to be in awe of how I spin my own story to myself, where, oh, this person treated me this way, and from then on, I'm afraid that will happen, or it has happened, or the worst has happened, and I did not like it, I resisted it, and then I create this protection and defense fuzzy logic reaction system where I so-called protect myself from ever experiencing that again. I mean, these are common patterns. And I think for me, one of the primary pre-programming where, one of the primary pre-programming that strikes me is this idea of the soul and this this concept of self-achievement and self-improvement and the whole idea of I'm here to learn lessons or I'm here to experience a particular experience to learn something or and also the whole concept of submitting to a greater power or a more wise leader. Yeah, submission to a more wise leader and not seeing myself as equal to the task of leading myself. And mm, and also this idea that I'm born in sin, that there is something fundamentally imperfect about me that I do not have, that I cannot have. I am not allowed to have the extent of awareness that would be the catalyst for fundamental change in my human nature. And yeah, it's just something that, pre-programming is something that interests me because I look back at my life and I I can almost relive those experiences, those turning points, those refraction points where I experienced an event or I reacted a certain way, which refractionally altered the course of my life and the decisions I would make and the consequences that I would um, bear. And this whole idea that each human's life, starting with my own, my human life, just fathoming that my human life is a seed, which is time rolled up into a capsule where pre-programmed events would mark, I don't know. But yeah, this whole idea of like the seed is like my life as a seed where I have pre-programmed events from my birth until death, from my beginning to end. And the prospect of not learning anything, just suffering and bearing difficulty, not having fun, being burdened by the past more and more as I grow older, and having less fun, less and less fun for whatever reason as I grow older. And these are all points to consider and make a statement, a living statement of how I am going to respond to my own life, and how there is such thing as rehashing the same experience over and over and over again because of a certain personality that I adopt, or that I justify to myself as my way. Personality is another way of saying my way, my own way. And and I mean, as a general litmus test, like litmus paper, uh, a general litmus test is, if I am not able to step out of the character of my personality, then that personality represents my own self limitation. And this is nothing new, but I see my personalities or my personality as a certain slant, a certain posturing, a certain reacting to what is here, and constantly cycling around the same experience, trying to solve it. It's kind of like feeling guilty for something that I've done or something that I have not done, and then um, trying to rectify that mistake or that failure through adopting a certain personality and making a certain slant of decisions with a certain kind of bias, which lead me to the same experiences. And the more I talk about this, the more I realize how it's so similar to how demons worked in existence before heaven was changed forever. Like, I say these things loosely because I haven't seen for myself what these things are, but in terms of the message and what I can use, what I can get from the message. So far, it's been quite useful to read up on how things used to work and infer from that how my life used to work or how my life used to dysfunction. Right? um, yeah, that's all I have. Thank you. Bye.